So for 3-2x you just need to add some new strats to your 3-3x run. You can pause after level 1, but it has limited use, only in level 3. In level 2 you want to jump and land in front of the slope, then jump before its peak and hold the jump key until you're sure you will land on the right side of the ball. If you overshoot the ball, you can save it by holding left. Finish the level off with a jump over the moving platform. Now you can start using fast 3, but it's not a necessity and it should depend on your consistency with this strategy. If it's well over 50%, then you can try to hit it in a run. In level 4 I performed an easy strategy called Death Warp. There are some good visual cues as for how to do it. First you should reset at the checkpoint, stop moving at the place where the grass ends, hold right when the axe is on the furthest point to the right, wait until the death sound plays, then pause. Press the pause button again when the detailed timer shows 2.8 seconds. Top Road 7 is also worth trying, but again, don't reset if you miss it. Now don't go back to the checkpoint after the super bounce, but rather try to land on the platform. If you fall short, bounce off the slope on the left and jump on the spikes. In order to get fast 10, you have to perform a frame perfect super bounce on the second bounce pad. Keep holding jump until you reach the cloud, then gain speed by landing on the slope and jump on the second square, then on the flat ground, and finish the level with 2 small jumps on the spikes. In level 12, learning the strat with 2 jumps on the spikes might be useful. Tap jump twice and hope that the spikes treat you well. After that, you have to jump on the spikes once again after the wooden box. As you can see, I got a comfortable 3-2x time with these strategies. If you add fast 3 and top road 7, you can save even more time and give yourself a chance at getting 1x. Now it's time to learn the strategies needed for 3-1x. Fast 3 is highly recommended at this point. You have to jump as the moving platform stops going up and release the button when a red ball hits the ceiling. Then land on the right side of the platform and jump as soon as you see it tilting. This will give you a lot of vertical velocity, making it possible to get the flag from the right side. In level 6 you may want to use a strategy found by Radical Macaroni and Jonas Gaming. It includes jumping right at the start to make the jump from the ramp higher and allow a better turbine cycle. If you space out the jumps properly, you should be able to jump on the grass near the right edge of the platform. Here I slowed down at the turbine but still managed to jump on the grass. Level 7 is where you should get on top of the block by doing a frame perfect jump on the bounce pad. Then tap jump on the ground while or after getting the red switch and start holding jump right before the spikes. Keep holding until you reach the boxes. Tap jump on the slope and roll to the checkpoint. After that, tap again right after the checkpoint, wait until red ball starts rolling on the ground and tap one more time. Then do a tap, middle height jump or hold, depending on how close red ball is to the blue switch and how fast it's going. Here I was slow and far away from the switch, so I tapped left midair to land on the moving platform. This time the car actually slowed down at the first ramp, so I didn't opt to jump out of it, but instead rolled it down the second ramp while pressing left a lot. In level 9, you can try to get a one ball ending. In order to do this, you have to tap jump after landing slightly before the checkpoint and hold jump on the second pendulum, barely making it to the end. This saves a second if done correctly. Starting level 10, you should wait until red ball bounces on the ground, then jump at the end of the starting platform, allowing you to skip the first 2 pillars. At the end of the level, after the rotating boxes, you can also go for one bounce ending. If you have a lot of speed, tap jump and press left to land on the right of the ball's highest point. Jump off of it and continue holding jump until the end. If you don't have that much speed, press jump for longer and don't tap left. In level 12 you should do the 2 jump strat every time, unless you're having terrible luck with spike glitch. Generally, if you tap jump at the start after gaining some speed, you should be able to get this strat pretty consistently. So you got to OX range. At this point you should practice all the strats you know and try to implement them into your run. The madness starts in level 3, where I failed to attempt a strategy called Bird 3, which involves doing a frame perfect jump on the grass, then holding jump upon reaching the platform getting a recoil from its left side and holding jump until the end, moving close to the right edge of the platform in the meantime. After performing the last jump, you should avoid touching the platform to keep your height. In level 4 I got a corner boost off of the falling platform, which let me death warp early, saving over a second. While this strat isn't necessary to perform in a run, it's good to know when you want to save the run after a fail in every game. Here I tried to get a double jump from the ramp, but I failed to perform this strategy. I'm not going to explain the different double jump setups because of how difficult it is to jump on the grass before the 3 turbines. Maximum found a new strat recently, which involves holding right at the beginning, releasing it just before the ground, tapping jump for a frame and doing a double jump on the ramp. After pressing jump on this ramp, you have to space out your jumps to land on the big turbine, allowing Red Bull to completely skip the grass and the small turbines. In level 7 I had enough speed to skip the moving platform, but I got an air jump which forced me to slow down. I still saved a second from a better beginning. Level 8 finally gets more complicated at OX level. It starts off with a cycle skip, then by releasing jump once Red Bull reaches its peak height, starting to hold left upon entering the tunnel and tapping jump on the ground while still holding left until you're sure to avoid the obstacle. In the car you want to do the hood strat. Start holding left when the car leaves the deadly ground, then press jump plus right and land on the hood. Depending on how high you've launched, buffer 1 or 2 jumps on the hood, roll off of it and jump at the edge. If you have enough speed, you should land on a spiky ground. When you get a very high launch, pay attention to the 4 clouds stacked on top of each other. You want to land around the middle of these clouds. In level 9 we're gonna be doing plunger jump. If you're waiting for quite a long time at the start like me, you should release jump when you make sure to get on the top, then press jump on top and hold or release depending on the plunger's position. After that, hold left and jump off the rightmost part of the plunger, which should make you gain speed and skip the pendulums. This strat requires amazing adaptability and I suggest practicing it a lot. Now if you want to go for sub 3, another strat worth practicing is Pbird train. It's a more consistent variation of subterranean train. It involves going neutral until Red Bull touches the right side of the first card, then holding right and pressing jumps a few frames before the cards compress. Both inputs are frame perfect. Then you just keep holding jump and right. If you do it correctly, Red Bull will bounce off the fused cards and get a corner jump off the large spikes. The only thing you have to do is pressing left for exactly 2 frames after getting a corner boost off the second platform. At the end you can release jump and use the card's recoil to skip the triangle of ground. I failed it here, but it's not a big deal. So we've come to the end. I hope you understood these strategies and you will use them to get a new personal best, letting you enter the raffle. If you have any questions regarding the strats, message me on Discord. Good luck and happy grinding.